Something becomes popular, something becomes cool. 2. Spider-Man has been around for a long time. To me, he's always been a very interesting character. Peter Parker is someone that the average geek like myself can relate to, except he webs his way around New York in his spare time, and I make videos in my bedroom. Point is, we've seen him in TV shows, movies, comics, and games for ages. But of course, with the way certain areas of the internet work, with the rise of the MCU and the hype surrounding the PlayStation 4 game, Spider-Man is now cool to hate, and here's why. Of course, kicking it off with my favourite argument of all time. They are overrated. Ugh. Like seriously, some of you just need to shut up sometimes. When someone brings up the point like it's some kind of conclusion to a discussion or debate, what they essentially mean is, yeah, I dislike it because it's popular. That's all. Stop directing something being overhyped towards the piece of media. That's not negative of the product, it's a negative of the fanbase for being too over the top. It's not a reason, let alone a good enough reason to dislike something. Oh, but let me guess, Spider-Man PS4 sucks. It's boring, repetitive, and overhyped. Worst game of 2018. Yep, this is an actual video.
So after playing Spider-Man PS4, I can safely say Yondefined, aka the king of gaming, the king of YouTube, the realest gamer on the internet, the one who's better than you in every way, was right yet again. Spider-Man PS4 sucks, and only casuals, fake gamers, Sony fanboys, and idiots who have bad taste in games will enjoy it.
So he is a true gamer, and anyone that likes Spider-Man is fake. Alright, I assume this is just some troll being all, haha, I'm ironic and trolling you right now, haha, but if he isn't, oh boy.
These idiots truly believe that as long as they play games, that they're gamers. What the? Are you out of your mind?
I don't sleep, I stay awake all night drinking cans of Monster Energy and playing Call of Duty. Do I qualify as a true gamer? Well, I guess I am, because I don't even play this game. I own a PC because I prefer playing most things on there, and I still have my Xbox 360 for Halo. Fortunately though, Insomniac Games was kind enough to send me a copy of Spider-Man 2. This time, it's not just a PlayStation exclusive. Alright, this isn't a Senando GTA 6 unboxing. This time, it's legit. Here it is. Obviously, it can do with some minor tweaks, but you know, there's nothing anyone will be able to nitpick about this game once it releases. Nothing to nitpick, such as stating that its take on police feels out of touch. Police are an unimpeachable group in Spider-Man. They show no real flaws and make no mistakes. They don't feel like an integrated part of the community. They pepper cutscenes and sometimes walk the streets, but mostly show up as an allied faction in procedurally generated crime events. I haven't played the game, but even I know that that's not true.
Heads up, boss.
Even if Spider-Man's New York is largely a fiction, it points towards a real place. Yeah, New York is indeed a real place. But I feel like everyone can separate the New York we see in Spider-Man to the New York we see in real life. If I was to take a flight there tomorrow, I wouldn't expect to see Spider-Man fighting Doc Ock at the top of a clock tower. Why bother pointing out these things that aren't even actually true, but still don't ultimately matter either way? Oh yeah, I guess you need something to hate this game for, otherwise no one would pay attention to this. Well, I suppose you could always get mad about a puddle being removed. That's another joke. I've noticed this huge trend where people nitpick certain aspects of something and act like that somehow takes away from a film or piece of media just because it isn't 100% perfect. This kind of attitude of course isn't helped at all by channels like CinemaSins, which means you get these absolutely just terrible, exaggerated reviews in places like IMDb.
Please turn over any and all.
No one saw that.
Personally, I quite liked Homecoming. To me, Tom Holland is the best representation of Peter Parker we've had so far. And aside from some weird choices that the movie took, such as making Spider-Man computer generated in places, which has ways of working around that to make it look better, but still, I did overall enjoy the film and thought it was great. I'll be getting into my full thoughts in an upcoming video. Some people will disagree with me, which is fine of course, but saying things like overrated, boring, unfunny, annoying lead actor, that's a great title right there. Spider-Man Homecoming is the worst Spider-Man ever made. Wouldn't agree, but fair enough. Totally overrated. I've already broken down that argument. Long. 2 hours and 13 minutes? Really? Aren't most films around that length? Boring and unfunny. Okay, could you at least elaborate on that, perhaps? The annoying lead actor Tom Holland has an irritating tone of voice. Don't get me wrong, I love the Tobey Maguire films. I think the first two are perfect. Although people seem to hate me for saying that. I guess it's cool to hate me. But are you seriously telling me that this...
Great job, Peter. You're 98% successful.
98?
irritates you less than this?
Hey, listen! It's some kind of mistake. I didn't sign up for a cage match! Hey! Unlock the thing!
The screenplay and actor unsuccessfully try to be funny, but unfortunately nothing works in this film that looks like a spoof, at least for an adult. Well, this review certainly looks like it was typed up by a child.